Hey everybody at the Schwantz27's channel, it's DJ Vaughn on the Wicca Ones and Twos here to talk to you about our latest patch to Black Ops 4, which finally brings the VCR and PC platforms up to date with regards to both the free beepity bops and the stuff that segregates the player base into the haves and have-nots by having the audacity to charge almost the full price of the game for a season pass in 2018. The new Specialist Zero is now available on all platforms, and you plebs should be thanking your fellow Sony ponies for being the first pass testers for her, because we had to hit the ice pick ability with a huge set of nerfs. Who would have guessed that people don't like having their hard-earned score streaks make like Chris Angel and disappear in mere seconds from an ability on a cooldown? I didn't even have to dig into my big black box of data to figure that one out. As for the nerfs, we've increased the amount of time to earn the ability in the first place, further increased the amount of time to hack most score streaks and Torque's Barricade, since it takes more rockets to destroy than a UAV, so it's basically more powerful than most score streaks anyways, thus might as well include it in that category, as well as changing the assault pack to expire instead of magically injecting ammo into your teammates, and hacking will no longer prevent the healing cooldown. We tend to go a little bit overboard sometimes with new things because we're more excited than T. Martin to bring you more content than ever before. Continuing with multiplayer, we're making tweaks to reactive camos again to make their changes more accessible to everyone instead of making them just special for players that actually earn the streaks, which would change the look of the camo, because that's the direction we're going in as a whole for the entire game, with emphasizing things that don't reset upon dying instead of stringing points together in one life. Additionally, all reactive camos that were earned via the contraband stream can be equipped on any gold weapon to give your tier unlocks more value, and thus you'll be more likely to fork over those COD points to get to those higher levels where they're normally obtained. Besides a bunch of minor bug fixes in various areas, there's also a few for the game mode Heist for anybody that really wants to play CSGO but likes visual recoil. Speaking of Heist, we've got new modes in the featured playlist, and by new, I mean just rule twists on existing ones like half off Heist, as if anyone actually plays this mode in the first place, so it might actually be new to some people. Blackjack's gun game, which features the 3 new weapons. Map Pack Mosh Pit, again for splitting the player base, only available for the Black Ops Pass owners, and 2 Mercenary Mosh Pit playlists, one for TDM and Kill Confirmed, with another being objective based. Continuing with slightly altered versions of existing modes, Blackout is now getting custom matches with this patch. You could play with up to 12 people in solos, duos, or quads, which is basically like the scaled down Call of Duty Online version of Battle Royale, with full character customization support, which people shouldn't really care about in a first-person shooter, except when doing third-person emoting to cheat by looking around while doing so, as well as custom games are online only to hide the fact that our hit detection is even shit on land by not making you able to play it in that way. We also did some more audio balancing, especially for the new ARAV vehicle, because again, introducing new things that are balanced with the old stuff isn't really our strong suit here at Treyarch. Of course, since both Sony and Activision are spelt with $signs, we had to put some stuff in this patch that's exclusive to PS4, including contraband stashes in Blackout that are sprinkled around the map like snowflakes that may contain the Secret Santa, or previously only available if you give us money for a triple play bundle Sleigh Bell melee weapon. Also, since we're continually making everything easier for players in our game, all of the specialist characters are now unlocked in Blackout for free if you want to play dress up in an FPS. You're welcome for no longer having to play like a douche canoe for a match to unlock one of them. If you actually went through the proceedings to complete the challenge that made the skin special in the first place, because it's not something everyone else has, then you'll get an exclusive numbers outfit for those specialists, which aren't nearly as cool as an entire character. Lastly, aside from even more zombies crash fixes, because this game clearly wasn't ready for launch in that department, we also added an auto sprint feature to all game modes, which is something that's been a standard in FPS games for years now, but we're just catching up to copying the competition like we always do. We've got some things things in the coming soon black hole, like camos for Blackout and tuning to armor durability and plate count, as I mentioned in the live stream, because that's the only game mode that I'm concentrating on, since I want to make Blackout players spend more money on COD points for camos in the contraband stream, which means I can continue to pay off my Von Voyage yacht.